set to do battle with rematch of Super Bowl 48. The 4 yards deep. Some 3 more.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Banjo. 43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check, 43.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Wilson to Metcalf that time. 1st down, Seattle.
At the 44-yard line.
43 is the gun. Check, 43. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. 43 is the mic. 43.
Now Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards, the final tally.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And this a quick slant to Lockett. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Good job right there. Good job right there.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. A big loss on the play. That's the bad news. A consolation, they keep the football. Can almost see inside his face mask there, the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
43 is the mic. Switch up, switch up. 43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. Man, that's trash. That's trash.
On second and a long way to go. Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. Third and long. It's Wilson looking for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
A 42-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
And the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Locke. This is Hamler on the receiving end. The 20, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. KJ Hamler, 75 yards, and the Broncos have taken the lead. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. In one play, 75 yards end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, you got 3 down.
They run the counter. It's Carson. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Move. 3 down. 43's the mic. 43's the mic. 43's the mic. Hey, let's get it. Let's get it. Mike's 43. Mike's 43.
They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
1st and 10.
They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
The score, Broncos 14, Seahawks 3. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
97's the mic. 97's the mic. Too little,
To throw again. Wilson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Von Miller in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Throwing on 3rd and long. Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
After one, a 14-3 ball game.
The score, Broncos 14, Seahawks 3.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Denver has Deontay Spencer deep to return. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
And the Broncos 1st down.
And he's going to have a Broncos 1st down as he gets this up past the 30.
On the carry.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Lock going to throw. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards on the play.
Broncos.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. To throw it is Locke. This is the tight end Fant. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Locke. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 16. A gain there of 21 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Locke back on the give. It's Lindsey. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down by KJ Wright.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
It's up 2nd and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They look to throw. It's Locke. That's complete. Okuebuna. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver. McManus now for the extra point. And it's 21-3.
Makes the score Broncos 21, Seahawks 3. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll
at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker.
Tyler Lockett. And Lockett with a grab over the middle.
Oh, God, he's going to be
and all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 75 yards. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On the counter, Lindsey. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. He's got his tight end fan. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big play there for the Broncos on 3rd. And even 40 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime halftime report, but business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Throwing on second down. Lock. He'll get that complete to Alberto. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a first down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. First and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your step.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Phillip Lindsay takes it in from a yard out, and the Broncos will add on to their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
Is good. Makes the score Broncos 28, Seahawks 10. Brendan McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Now Wilson on first down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Bryce Callahan. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? After the turnover, here's Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Noah Fant, 61 yards. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. 1 play and into the end zone.
Brandon McManus to kick off.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. A gain of 3, second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now it's Wilson, and he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. Certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Denver Broncos.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
Here we go in a rematch of Super Bowl 48. The Seahawks and Broncos are underway. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. And with very little time left on the play clock, Pete Carroll's going to call timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Pull it in. 43's the mic. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Flag.
On first down, Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alexander Johnson. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
Lock now on first down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. KJ Hamler, 27 yards. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is DJ Reed returning. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
On the return, the Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
A little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They run it with Carson. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Open man is Jacob Hollister. A nice gain of 21 yards.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
They'll run on first down. Carson. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They run the counter. It's Carson, and he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
A gain of a yard.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier. I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball and pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short. That's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school smash mouth football. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson, and the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal as he's able to take this inside the 10 to the 8. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll run, Hyde, and he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's Carson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly. And on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37.
He's brought down.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Under a minute to go, clock running, and a back-and-forth first quarter of play. On 2nd and 9, Locke escaping the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Jordan Brooks with it. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st down, Carson. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down.
The line of scrimmage.
It was Duke Dawson on the tackle, the second-round pick in 2018.
At the 36-yard line.
2nd and 10. These two teams all tied after one.
The score tied 7-7.
Now it's Carson. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
This is Carson. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. DeMarcus Walker there on the stop.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Wilson with the
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Line 36. Line.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Forced out to his left. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And Myers able to knock it through, and the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive, capture the field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Throwing now is Locke. Out quickly to Judy. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Broncos.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up second and 12 at the 41-yard line.
On second and 12, Locke. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
On third down, Locke. Right side, it's Hamler pulling it in. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
Brings up fourth down.
They'll go for it. It's Locke. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
And the Broncos first down.
Again, they'll throw with Locke. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts,
16 yards.
as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. On first and 10, here's Locke. He'll find Lindsey here. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. From the 4, it's second and a couple. Here's Lindsey. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. You don't see that a ton, do you? Where the quarterback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Locke going to try and throw on third down. And this is going to be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Locke and the Broncos going to come up first and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw. He goes full extension, and he's got it. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
To me, there's nothing like watching rookie effort in the NFL. So excited to be there. They're going to give you the max on each and every play, aren't they?
Well, he proved himself on that catch, that's for sure.
I think he may have proved himself to the point where he's going to get a second here.
He'll go up top here for Hamler. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way home for a Broncos score. KJ Hamler, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos have retaken the lead.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. The second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 1.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
36-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson, and the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Simmons on the tackle.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
7-yard line.
And again this time to the tailback. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet, they're going to go for it on 4th. They run for it with Carson. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now a handoff here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Watch 36. Go. Check pass.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Clock now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. They'll run here with Lindsey, and he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
The ball carrier.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
They'll go again with Lindsey, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. A throw complete to Dorsett. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
1st and 10.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
On first down, Carson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Good.
11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, This intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
On second down, it's Carson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety and being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
On 3rd down, Carson, and not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Here's a quick throw out wide to Dorsett. And he's taken down inside the 30. 11 yards there, 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ballgame. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Down right around the 25. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Back to throw. Dancing to his left. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Wilson to throw. They'll run the screen with Carson. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A good 1st down call as the screenplay gets him 9.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Carson. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Today's final score, Broncos.
Well, Charles, an absolutely thrilling finish there at the end, down to the final play. Got it close to the goal line, but couldn't punch it in.
How much fun was that ending, though, for us?
We were standing up.
I had to. You had to get out of your seat for that one. That close to the goal line? Oh, that was fun.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Seattle, so long, everybody.